All right. So, we're finally here. Um, Making sure everything is set up here. So, actually, this is just the Night of Champions. Here we go. Okay. Sort of open us up here. So, welcome to the Wrestling Pod. I'm your host, Carlito Santiago. And today we are here, of course, to predict the 2025 Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Now, there has been talk about some sort of cancellations because of, or some sorts of, what do you call it? I know there's been talk about the show being canceled. I don't think that's the case. I don't want that to be the case because I think that I'm trying to see if I can, I don't know if I can brighten up the screen or no. Okay, so that's all it. Okay, never mind. Anyway, this will be John Cena's last Night of Champions appearance, of course, here. Um, so he will be going toe to toe with one of his greatest rivals of all time and one of his best friends, CM Punk. Again, I wanted to mention the cancellations, possibly for Night of Champions. I don't think that is true. I think WWE's straight ahead with it, especially after what has been occurring in world politics. So we are going to be in Saudi Arabia for this. So 6 matches on the card. 2 are the King and Queen of the Ring tournament finals, where the winner will go and face their respective brand champion. It kind of sucks because Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes are both on SmackDown, as opposed to where Asuka is on Asuka's on Raw and Jade Cargill's on SmackDown. So there's only 2 championship matches, but let's get to it. So the first one I think we should automatically talk about is the King of the Ring. The King of the Ring, of course, has been good. We had 4 Fatal 4-Ways, and then, of course, a bunch of other matches there. Sami Zayn pinned Dominic Mysterio, beating Braun Breaker, Penta, and Dominic. Of course, also moving on, we saw Randy Orton defeat Aleister Black, Carmelo Hayes, and LA Knight. In SmackDown 1, we saw the other Raw with Jey Uso defeating Bronson Reed, and of course Rusev and Sheamus, and of course Cody Rhodes defeating Andrade, Damian Priest, and Shinsuke Nakamura. In the other SmackDown 1, we got to see Orton defeat Zayn, and, well, Cody defeating Uso. So really, it comes down to who's winning here, Randy or Cody to face Cena. It really comes down to facing Cena. It does not have to go with Cody versus Gunther. It's got nothing to do with Cody versus... It's just going to come down to who faces Cena at SummerSlam. So WWE might have something clear in mind for Gunther at SummerSlam. Hopefully. So, we knew we were getting this. Mentor, protege, Randy and Cody, of course. Finally getting that little dream match that we've been waiting for. I know this is going to be excellent. I know this match is going to be good. There's no doubt in my mind that this match is going to be top tier. Cody and Randy have so much chemistry. They have so much history. Just even asking me to, pick is tough. But knowing that Randy Orton has already faced Cena, so has Cody, but seeing that Randy has recently faced Cena, and wanting to make his 15th World Championship happen. I can't see Cena dropping the title, especially to Cody or Randy, but I can definitely see Cena facing one of them. I think here at SummerSlam, he has more of a SummerSlam history with Randy, but I think, as WWE typically does, they like to repeat WrestleMania matches on their next biggest stage, SummerSlam. So, this one's got to be Cody Rhodes going to SummerSlam. I think Cody Rhodes defeats Randy Orton, which makes sense because at some point Randy will have to turn heel, and with the brand split coming up, you could see Randy Orton go to Raw, which would be a nice little refresh. I don't know when the brand split's coming. I just have a feeling that it's going to happen because they did it last year somewhere around SummerSlam time, and it wasn't till finally, SummerSlam happened. So my prediction is that Cody Rhodes defeats Randy Orton and challenges John Cena for the the undisputed WWE Championship. Who will Randy face at SummerSlam? I don't know. If we can get LA Knight to turn heel, then maybe you got Randy in LA Knight for something big. I don't know, but I can tell you right now, I think Cody Rhodes wins the King of the Ring tournament. And Randy being the second man, or Randy, it's good because Randy being in this and losing twice in the King of the Ring tournament, it just, I don't know. I could see a King Rhodes opposed to a King Orton, honestly. So I see Cody Rhodes facing John Cena at SummerSlam. Final prediction: Cody Rhodes wins. Moving on, might as well talk about the Queen of the Ring. Speaking of the Queen of the Ring, we have, of course, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, and, of course, Jade Cargill. Now, it kind of sucks because we don't have anybody representing Raw. So, it's SmackDown, and Raw. So, my prediction for this match, and honestly for the Queen of the Ring, it could go either way. I could definitely see Jade Cargill facing Tiffany Stratton, and then Naomi cashing in after Jade Cargill wins, screwing Cargill once again, like she has done before. Remember, of course, Naomi is the reason Jade Cargill could not compete in the Women's War Games. So, Naomi now screws Cargill out of a title because she attacks her. Now, WWE could be looking to set up a triple threat match for SummerSlam, which would be Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax, and Naomi. And it's not like we haven't seen a triple threat match where the women's Money in the Bank holder somebody who holds the Money in the Bank has been in a title match. For instance, Brock Lesnar had to defend the WWE Heavyweight Championship against John Cena and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins at the time holding the briefcase in a triple threat match for the titles. So, it's a possibility. I don't want to see both Naomi and Seth cash in on the same night because it would be predictable. It'd be deemed predictable to do both in the same night. So, you want one of them to feel important. I think Rollins will cash in on Rollins is a definite cash in on SummerSlam. It's just a matter of who faces Gunther. If it's Jay or whoever decides to step up. Maybe Sami Zayn even. Sami Zayn could be facing Gunther at SummerSlam. Sami finally defeating Gunther again. Opposed to the WrestleMania match, WrestleMania 40. Sami defeats Gunther, and then Sami Zayn's hopes and dreams are ripped away by Rollins. So, but that's for another time. Speaking of the Queen of the Ring tournament, let's get to who got what. In the first round, we saw Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, and Roxanne. Roxanne, of course, stealing the victory from Liv Morgan. Roxanne moving on. Jade Cargill would then move on as she had to take on Michin, Nia Jax, and Piper Nivens. Then, of course, Alexa Bliss would move on after defeating Alba Fire, Candice LeRae, and Charlotte Flair. And then Asuka would move on after returning, defeating Vakir, Raquel, and Ivy Nile. Asuka would go on and defeat Alexa Bliss. And then Jade Cargill would defeat Roxanne Perez. So now we get two matchups between, of course, the Empress of Tomorrow and the Storm. I see Asuka winning this, and let me tell you why. So, WWE, long back, was supposed to do a tag team match. I've mentioned this. WWE was supposed to do a tag team match where Rhea Ripley and Io took on Julia and Roxanne before they both got signed to different brands. while Asuka was supposed to return with Kairi Sane, and the ending of Damage Control was supposed to be Asuka spitting in the face of Io. Well, WWE decided to remove that. So, if Asuka's going to stick to her babyface route and not turn heel, then we're going to get a babyface versus babyface clash, which is always fun. Asuka will turn heel eventually, but it'll be nice, again, either way, because I could see Asuka and Io fighting it out for who's the best Japanese women's wrestler in WWE. And then, of course, you have Jade Cargill facing Tiffany Stratton, which would also be nice, and tie in Naomi into there. But I'm going to go with Asuka here because I see that WWE has a plan for Io, and they really need something for Io. For Tiffany, they could always put up against, they could always have Nia Jax step in. They could always have they could also have Alexa Bliss fill in and do that. Either way, one thing is for certain too, is that Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair could be looking for a collision course too. And again, a lot of people want to see Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair. I think that would be a standalone, one-on-one match, standalone. The Storm, the Queen. I think that's preferable. So I think we're gonna get Queen Asuka, or the Empress, and I mean, think about Empress, royalty. So I think Asuka wins this Queen of the Ring tournament, or wins the Queen of the Ring finals against Jade, and goes on and faces Io, which would be a nice championship match for SummerSlam. I think it's nice. Two former friends going at it. Kairi Sane could also get involved and be the middle person in this. Like, who do you and Kairi could go in favor of Asuka to keep them together, as a heel tag team for the Women's Tag Team Championship, which would be nice, a little refresh. And it kind of puts Kairi in a nice little position of, like, who are you going to be with, like, that's good. Because if Dakota Kai did not get released, we already know Io and Dakota Kai would have stayed together. Kairi Sane would have already been, so you need that kind of factor of, like, who is Kairi going to side with? This could automatically lead to Asuka winning the championship and having Kairi line up with Asuka. And then finally have a breakdown of Kairi and Asuka going one-on-one for the championship. That would be fun. Io could retain and show that she's dominant, and Asuka try to be the revengeful type and try to go after Io with the title, or for the title. So yeah, I see more plans for Asuka over Cargill, who could literally do a lot with that. John Cena versus CM Punk. John Cena and CM Punk will be a fun little clash, because this will bring up old time rivalry. They did the pipe bomb kind of moment on SmackDown. I figured Cena and Punk will be the main event. Cody and Orton should open. There's no walking out with title. I do see CM Punk, John Cena moment of Cena blowing a kiss after leaving with the dirty title from Saudi Arabia. I do see Cena doing that to Punk. It's a classic little vengeful thing there. But yeah, Cena's retaining. And speaking of another championship match, you got Jacob and Solo, which I find to be a bit pointless, but with the help of JC Mateo, could give Solo an advantage. But I think Jacob Fatu will overpower Solo, and Jacob Fatu will remain champion. But I think Jacob will win by DQ. This feels like it could be a DQ match. It feels like it'll be a DQ. I don't know. My final prediction is Asuka wins the Queen of the Ring, and my final prediction for John Cena is John Cena retains the title against Punk. For Jacob Fatu and Solo, I think Jacob Fatu retains. I don't think he's going to drop the title to Solo. It seems pointless. I'm kind of done with this bloodline shit too. Rhea Ripley and Raquel, also, they're in a street fight. I think Raquel Rodriguez wins, so then you set up Rhea Ripley and Nikki Bella versus Raquel and Roxanne at Evolution, instead of it being the Bella Twins versus for the tag team titles, which had to be scrapped. So you'll get a tag team match. In order for the Evolution to happen and have the baby faces win, you'll have to have Raquel take a victory here in the street fight. Look for Roxanne to help Raquel and prove her loyalty to the Judgment Day and to Raquel, which will set up look for Roxanne to get involved, like we've seen on Raw. Raquel, or Roxanne. If I've been saying Raquel, I'm sorry. Look for Roxanne to get involved in the street fight and screw Rip. Look for Nikki Bella even maybe in the crowd, or look for her the next night on Raw to show up. And then the match that got scrapped because, remember, AJ was supposed to take on Dominic Mysterio. I guess Dominic got injured. Yep. Mysterio was injured. So AJ is not going to get his match against Dominic, which it sucks. But to replace that, we had Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. And Sami Zayn will win here. And later on, we'll face the Karrion Kross effect, like most every individual does. I like Karrion Kross. I want to see him do well. Him being here in Saudi Arabia feels nice. Sami Zayn's going to get the crowd up and raising. And Karrion Kross feels like a nice opponent for him. Even though this match feels like it should happen on Raw. It's a Raw match. But Sami Zayn is my final prediction, and Raquel Rodriguez is my final prediction. And that's my predictions for Night of Champions. I should have read the things here, but again, I was just so, I was already invested into the program. I already knew what was going down. So, yeah. Let me know who you guys think is going to win. Leave your predictions down in the comments below. Yeah, I think these are pretty good predictions. Looking fairly at it. Cena and Punk will main event. Cody and Randy should open the show. So yeah. That's the predictions for Night of Champions. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back here on Saturday to do the SmackDown summary. And then Sunday, I will recap or review what happened on Night of Champions. The SummerSlam live streams or watch-alongs are up. Me and Lewis will be there again to do the watch-along for SummerSlam. And I will be on vacation that week, so that's even better for you guys. More content coming out for everyone here on this channel. If you guys haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like, comment down below, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss a stream from yours truly. Evolution pay-per-view is coming. They have not really built anything to that, so I'm still debating on whether I should cover it, but I'm going to do it just because it's considered a pay-per-view. And the review of it will come out Monday when I get back from work. So look out for Monday. It'll probably be around, let's say 5:30 maybe. I don't know. I'd have to set it all up, but you guys will know when you know. So again, thank you. And I will see you guys Saturday. I'll see you guys Sunday, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Peace.